Oh, my love said to me, will you meet me by the sea? You can kiss me underneath the misty moon. She is stunning, she is pretty, she's as warm as amber whiskey, and as bonny as the heather on the hill. Are we live? Yes, we are live. All right, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Let's see if we can get everybody around here. I doubt it, but you know what? It's worth a try. This is the part where we send live streams to everybody. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that one thing. The bit where I go to that. Okay, what I do on Discord is that I send links to my live streams, and I made it a custom tradition that every time I do that, I send a GIF of the landlord from Smiling Friends going, I was just wondering if I would hang out with me. Somehow, this character never stops being funny to me. Like, I was literally hanging out with a bunch of friends today. And they had Pepsi, and we made reference to the diet soda. It wasn't diet soda, but it was soda nonetheless. Oh, man. Anyway, assuming we can get people around here, we could just hang about, just talk about some fun stuff. I mean, it's St. Andrew's Day. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't hear much about it, but there you go. St. Andrew's Day, everybody. St. Andrew's Day. There'll usually be somebody to come along here. Maybe I'll just be all by myself. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta be on your own to reflect on things. Things you could do. Reflect on the past. What makes you the person you are now. Here comes people now. Welcome to the St. Andrew's Day live stream. Scotland! Me and our friends went out to a pub. A friend booked a pub seat, but we couldn't get our table. Why? Because it was just too crammed. The music was too loud. And the space was so small. And all the while, there were just several tunes of people saying, like, the usual Scottish tunes. Hey, it's me. Hey, Philip Chandler. Speaking of Scotland, it's a man from Canada. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get on with some drawing. Yes, that's right, because you recommended I do that. You know what? Well, because you're here and you reminded me to do that, I'm just going to do some drawing. But draw what? Draw Highland Coup. Yeah, I'll draw Highland Coup. Right. So start out with the basic shapes. So yes, it is St. Andrew's Day, and if I'm not mistaken, Scotland and Canada have quite a few connections. In fact, I remember going to what was it called? The Head Celt Festival. Not only were there people performing from Scotland, but there were a few groups from Canada there as well. So do you have like a special meal? I'm surprised that I didn't tonight, but if I did, the ideal Scottish meal would go something like this. A starter of some kind of soup. I don't know, like Cullen skink or maybe something nice like that. Maybe something like dipped in some kind of whiskey sauce or something. Then the main course would be haggis, deeps, and tatties, and then the pudding would either be an option of like sticky toffee pudding or something I've grown fond of lately, cranachan, which is basically this creamy kind of pudding with raspberries on it and marinated in a whiskey sauce. So that would be ideal. That would be ideal. So me and a friend of mine, we're at a pub because a friend of mine, that sounds really good. Oh, it is. Bonny stuff. Me and friends of mine tried to get a seat booked for such a meal, but it was so busy. It was so loud and busy. The place, I mean, it's a great atmosphere, don't get me wrong, but would it not have hurt to just turn the noise down a wee bit so people can actually hear each other speak and order what kind of meals they want? You wouldn't want someone mispronouncing what they want to have. Can I have a grouse, please? What? A mouse? What, a mouse? All right, here's a mouse. You say you want a mouse? No, grouse. Famous grouse. A house. Ah. Stuff like that. There were all kinds of tunes banging away. There was people who live in Scotland, you know the kind of music I'm talking about. And at that pub, there was playing songs like Tide Lines is Walking on the Waves. I've been walking these shores all my days, but with you by my side, I am walking on the waves. There was another one, a more recent one that I think came out recently this year, I think. Got my Nathan Evans, I believe his name was. A rather catchy one, which goes along the lines of, "Oh, my love said to me, will you meet me by the sea? You can kiss me underneath the misty moon. She is stunning, she is pretty, she's as warm as amber whiskey, as bonny as the heather on the hill." Yeah, it's a really catchy song. Tell you what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to get some links to the song so that you can listen to it for yourself, because I know people like my singing voice, but honestly, I don't consider myself the best singer. I don't. I mean, I could do well with like sort of baritone, stuff like that, but I have my limits. I notice whenever I try to go higher, it comes across as a bit. I'm sure there's people who have a lot more range, although I'm good with the voice acting, so I guess there's that to take into consideration. Aye. Okay, here we go. Nathan Evans, Heather on the Hill. Okay, copy the link and send it to. Nice, man. I really wish I could be up in the UK for all these festivities. I mean, the thing is, for some reason, they don't really advertise it as a big holiday thing. It just kind of happens, and if you want to go out, just go out. That's just the way it works, I guess. The same with Robert Burns Day, like Scotland's own national holidays, and they don't make a big thing of it like they used to for some reason. All right, might as well send more links to songs like Tide Lines, Walking on the Waves. Let's see. Oh, BBC Alba. Yep, of course they perform at BBC Alba. That's the Gaelic. Might as well send this version because it's BBC Alba. I love Robbie Burns Day. Aye. We have a few events for it here. Oh, really? Do tell about the Canadian culture. I'd be curious to hear. I'd be very curious to hear. Again, links between Scotland and Canada. Okay, so give him a snout. Okay, big nose. Give him a smile. Okay, big dookie kind of fringe. Okay, the horns are kind of an ivory. Not many celebrate it. It's more people with Scottish roots. Yeah, I would imagine. But we do mostly the same things you would. Right. That makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. The same reason that you'd have people from doing their local custom stuff from their local countries. It just makes perfect sense. The Chinese would do it. The Japanese would do it. The Africans would do it. The Irish would do it. So, of course, the Scottish are going to do it as well. It just makes sense. Just makes perfect sense. And one of my grandfathers was going, "Oh, nice." So I guess that's why I have an attachment to it. All right. I didn't know that. Nice, Rooney. I may have made his snout a bit too big. Okay, it's got the little thing here. Okay, I need to make the lines more defined because I could show it in front of the camera, but usually when I do that, with it being pencil, it's rather hard to see. Livingstone. I used to even have a kilt for a while. Ah, kilt. Nice, nice. What tartan was it? I wonder if it goes in that deep. Okay, so make the ears, get the tufty bit of the ears. There's a bit of hair there, the tufty bit in the ears. Okay, so so far so good. I don't know if you can see it that well, but this is the Hailey Crew's head. Right, it was a black watch. Black watch, yes. I really miss it, but I lost a lot of weight and it didn't fit anymore. One day I'll get another black. It was a black watch tartan. Man, that's man, that is profound stuff. Because I've been to the National Theatre of Scotland, and a friend of mine had a DVD copy of probably their most profound theatrical piece, Black Watch, which is basically sort of musical minimal theater account of the lives of these boys, and like the lives of the warfare, the lives as budding comrades together in the pub together, in the battlefield together, reading letters from their loved ones together, all shown in the most beautiful, abstract kind of ways possible, as well as after a good portion of the first part, they'll start singing like some patriotic Scottish tunes like "And it's over the mountain and over the glen, through Gibraltar and to France and to Spain, with a feather to your bonnet, a kilt upon your knee, enlist the bonny laddie and come away with me," so on and so forth. It was the overall performance was so moving. Even Sean Connery was impressed, back when he was still alive. Tried to get a Livingston kilt, but it was really expensive. But I like the colors of the black watch. Right. Why did you try to get a Livingston kilt? Is it family lineage, or do you just like the pattern? I've got a McLean tartan, which is a might as well show it during the live stream, given the theme and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, get the chops down. Okay, make the nostrils bigger. Okay, bigger. Or is it because of my family roots? But the colors are really nice. Oh, so both nice. It's a lot of red and green. Ah, right. I can imagine. Like a light green and a light red, perhaps. I would imagine that look pretty good. Myself, I have a McLean tartan, which is a red. Would it be would that the Livingston kilt? Would that be a red kilt with green stripes, or a green one with red stripes? One of the two, or maybe it's just an equal quality of both, perhaps. I myself have a McLean tartan because my middle name is McLean, so it's red with green stripes, I think. Ah, right. I've got a red kilt with it's got the red pattern on it. It's also got green, yellow, and light blue stripes on it, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe some black in there too. But it's mostly a predominantly red kilt. The stripes, the multicolored stripes, are fairly small by comparison. What was I talking about? The colors of the kilt, and then there was something else in my mind. I've lost my train of thought. A friend of mine would say, "That's usually because it wasn't that important. If it is important, it'll come back up." I may have gotten the proportions wrong here. I'm not drawing from any reference point. I'm just drawing on the fly. This thing is a walking, mooching carpet. Laugh it up, fuzzball. Nice conjuring, by the way. I'll show you the rest of it. So this is what I'm working on so far. I mean, I don't have any professional cameras like Philip Chandler does. In the fact that I could just have a camera that point down. At least not yet. Maybe I could purchase that for Christmas or something. But either way, I could at least show what I'm working on bit by bit. I mean, Philip recommended I do more drawing live streams, so I guess this is a start. Better than nothing. Better than nothing at all. Better than sod all. Nothing professional. Just a cheap webcam and I set up to point down. All right, fair enough. Good to keep ourselves humble. Anyway, all right. Get that there. All the good songs are there. Okay, those. That seems a bit too much on the small side. Okay, get that thing out. Right. Who's? Okay. Get all that stuff out of the way. It's getting in the way of the drawing. All right. Okay, so managed to get the front legs. Now I need to work on the hind legs. Also, some utensil in which to pee. You know something depressing today? I was at a friend's house, and they showed me they were on a trip somewhere. This beautiful place. By the way, I wanted to ask. You mentioned an event early. Some Canadians were at. Hebkelt, the Hebkelt Music Festival. The Hebkelt Music Festival is this music festival where people come along with the music theme being mostly folk stuff because Celtic folk music is usually the main appeal for Scotland. But there's a lot of variations that could go around that. So in Hebkelt, there's a lot of Celtic folk rock bands, as it were. So you have singers like Dougie MacLean, who sung Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And also the writer of the music piece called The Gale. Movie buffs, if that music sounds familiar, that's because that tune was used as the main theme song for The Last of the Mohicans. I guess there's something about that tune that goes well with running around in the wild, promising your loved one to stay alive. I will find you. Anyway, so there was him. You'd have a few odd ones that you would never done. You get some. I've got fond memories of this one band named Talisk. Talisk is a small band that there's. I think the lead musician is part Israeli, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but he's got this sort of wild kind of curly hair with a fringe. He's got sort of black stubble. And he's got these two ladies beside him. Hello, firecracker. So there's Talis on stage. So I'll never forget the way Talis started performing their music. So there they are, the two ladies and the guys on the accordion, just sing on the box. They're getting ready. My mom's got fond memories of this too. So basically, here's how the guy starts the show. I kid you not, he's just sitting there on the box, got the accordion ready. Usually when you start the music, you go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But here's how the lead man of Talis starts the music. And you just see this intense focus, just him playing the accordion at this fast speed, and his head is frivolously going up and down, his hair is going. It's such a funny thing to see. A similar thing happened when I saw the Water Boys, this band that I've really liked for a long time, as far back as childhood. Finally got to see them in person, and you got Mike Scott. I actually got to visit the village where Mike Scott was raised, as well as George MacDonald, the author of Phantastes, which would later inspire C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien in their writings. So basically, saw the Water Boys, and they were there all singing the songs. Loved those songs. There was one guy in the background, playing the keyboard and stuff like that. But then there's There's just this one guy with a mop hairdo just in the background. I don't even know what instrument he's playing. I don't even know if he's even playing the instrument at all. All I know is that he's there in the background. He's just hammering away, looking like he's having the time of his life. Going, it was so funny to see. Although there is this, well, they really get into that. Yeah, they really get hammered in. Although, as funny as that is, there's this one particularly interesting Scottish band. Brandy in the air. There's this one band that comes directly from Stornoway. Pete and Diesel. I mean, I visit the Hebrides often because I've got family that resides there, and it's so interesting to see this one band called Pete and Diesel. Where I'm used to like musicians visiting the Hebrides. I think there's even a few musicians that come from like the Hebrides, and the Hebrides is a main source of the Gaelic language, and a lot of stuff like that. But then there's this one very unusual band, which I've actually reviewed in the past. And it's one of my more popular videos, mainly because I'm Scottish and so is this band. And this band is called Pete and Diesel. Pete and Diesel, they are one of the most bands because they have very quirky, funny kind of songs at the sort of Celtic rock kind of pace. And the lyrics are about some of the most ridiculously mundane stuff. Like one of their top songs is like the Western Isles. One of the lyrics is, I kid you not, like you pick up all the rubbish and you put it in the bin, and if you don't, then that's us, and then that's the way we do it in the Western Isles. And then after that, you get this, like even their music solos are comedically unusual in that. The music solo is like, it's largely done with this accordion, not with a guitar, but an accordion. So the solo will go like and like stuff like that bit there just really adds to the comedy of their performance. I'm not surprised there were a lot of Canadians. There were Canadians there too. There was a few Canadian bands, and that they even gave out prizes for free samples of maple syrup. The best samples of maple syrup you will get in the world. Because every country has their food thing that they specialize in. For France, it's their bread and strawberries. Believe me, I've been there. For Scotland, it's their haggis, neeps and tatties, their whiskey, their stuff they grow organically, stuff like that. In the past, there was the Falkirk Lorne sausages, and stuff like that. With America, with New York, you get the best like sesame seed bagels and chunky stuff. And with Canada, it's the maple syrup. Yeah. A lot of Scottish immigrants around the 1900s. So Canada, to a lot of folks here with Scottish heritage. Yeah, we love our maple. It's actually kind of expensive, but I do like it. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, good quality stuff. You don't want to put that to waste. I mean, I guess that kind of Canadian maple syrup is expensive for the same reason that Manuka honey is expensive. In fact, you know what? Very bad, guys. Get used to this because I want to give you some healthy diet tips so you can have abs like mine. All right, so Quebec. Most of it comes from Quebec. Quebec. What's that? Is that a company? Is that a probably a company. Anyway, behold, Manuka honey. Like Canadian maple syrup, this stuff is expensive. Like, you see that number there? The higher the number, the higher the quality of the Manuka honey. In Quebec, Quebec, US, a region in Canada, a province like a state in the USA. Okay. Quebec is the French-speaking province just north of me around Ontario. So really the phrase should be Quebec. Ooh la la. I know someone who's not very fond of the French people, but hey-ho. We'll bring peace together. Anyway, I'm just going to eat a sample of Manuka honey because it's healthy and I like it. Manuka honey. Not only does it taste sweet, but Manuka honey particularly has a lot of nutrients in it. If you're going to spend your money on a good quality sweet stuff, Manuka honey is expensive, but the benefits are well worth the price. It's going to help your immune system and give you fresh vitamins and stuff like that. Great stuff. I have cousins who love in Toronto, and I think they said nobody likes Quebec except Quebec. Well, if people except for Quebec like Quebec, then why are people talking about it now? It's such a highlight. Must be a superstition. We have a long, complicated history. Yep, that's what makes history worth studying, my friends. I'm still learning stuff to this day. I just learned about Quebec just by live streaming today. So there you go. Weeks ago, I learned about the fact that Napoleon was involved with the history of Louisiana, simply because my friend Squid Bear is from Louisiana, and I didn't know that. So there you go. Like that. Speaking of which, I might not be on for much longer, but hey, it's good to learn that fact at least. Right, so what else is there worth talking about? If you ever come to Scotland, it's known predominantly for its mountains. If I eat that, it'll give me abs. If you eat Manuka honey, you'll gain abs like mine. Promote abs just by eating Manuka honey like Winnie the Pooh. Is that all you're at? I'm here. I'm waiting. Oh, that's it. So I mean, there's other stuff like that as well. I mean, I recommend ginger and turmeric tea, or in this case, I put some ginger and cinnamon in my tea. Just drink plenty of it. It'll help your system. Some ginger and turmeric, I think, helps with weight management. All right. I'm not going to be on for much longer. So, might as well get more Scottish patriotism in there. The mountains here are fairly tall. Some of the most formidable mountains could be. I suppose it could be argued that Ben Nevis isn't even the most formidable mountain, and Ben Nevis is the biggest, tallest mountain in the UK. Some of the more formidable mountains are probably the ones that are more dangerously steep, if you ask me. So it's depending on what you mean by size. I might be doing a live stream later. All right, very good. Everybody here, go over to. Oh yeah, I was drawing a cow. Yeah. Everybody, go to Philip Chandler's live stream if you want more drawing, stuff like that. Very insightful stuff. I was mainly doing this live stream as a way of waiting for someone to call me, and the call will be happening very soon. It won't let me click his profile. Just type up Philip Chandler. I'm surprised that doesn't always work myself. I mean, I thought you could just like click on someone's profile in the live chat, and then it would take you straight to the channel. Or maybe you right click and it says use the channel, but even that doesn't always work for someone. Oh, look for Chandler. Okay, yeah, that. Look him up. Look him up. You're welcome for an extra subscriber, by the way. Firecracker is fun lad to play with on Fall Guys. I have an art channel. Yep. That's right. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, the channel art is the name of your actual channel that you use. Philip channel is just the way you're talking to me. That's right. I'm a live streamer too, but I'm a gamer. Yeah. That's right. Everybody live streams something. Everybody's streaming for something. Some of them want to chew honey. Others want to be. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree? I traveled the world for the feta cheese. Everybody's looking for Stilton. Anyway. I did not come up with that, by the way. Someone else came up with that parody first. I heard it from a friend of mine. It's the definitive version in my eyes. I just do like a bit of inventiveness. All right. Okay, you need a tail. Okay, with a bushy end. Okay, and then a fair bit of shading, because shading goes a long way to give the character in question much needed depth. You'll often find Highland coos up in the north, especially if you go to the Hebrides. They got farms of them. Nice friendly fellas. Hairy, fluffy fellas. There you go. A nice Highland coo. In fact, I think there's quite a history of Queen Victoria preferring some types of Highland coos over others. I think they come in black as well as brown. I think there's a few white, sort of brownish white ones too. Well, I suppose teetering more blonde, but still a very pale blonde, I'd say. I like it. Glad to hear. Glad to know. I've still got it. I didn't graduate with a Bachelor's of the Arts. I didn't graduate with a Bachelor of Contemporary Arts for nothing, you know. I continue to use my arts for good use. And everything is coming along swimmingly well. Tides are chaining. Tides are chaining. Tides are chaining together. And not only is it St. Andrew's Day today, but tomorrow it's Advent. We've got this official Advent calendar for fair trade, so it's all for good cause. And I even get this nice nativity booklet. That's charming to have. Aye. Fantastic stuff. I mean, what's not to like about that? Is that the one with chocolates in it? Is that the one with chocolates in it? I mean, some advent calendars just have pretty pictures of them, and you can just use them again and again and again and again. But of course, people know the ones with the chocolates in them. I mean, it's fair trade. It has chocolate written on it. So I'd be surprised if there wasn't chocolate. Ooh, that would be a plot twist. Ooh. Anyway, I still have mine from when I was 5 years old. Oh, mother put it up every year. Oh, nice. How charming. Oh, nice. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I should probably keep adding more details to this hidden key. All right. Do I have the time? Yeah, I've got time. So there was this one time in the Hebrides. Often in the Hebrides, there was these Barvis competitions of who grew the best livestock, who grew the best vegetables, so on and so forth. My family would have entered the competition to say who got the best baking, the best savory, best sweet dishes, as well as the best art pieces and so on and so forth. You got a few pounds for your rewards, so it was nice, fun stuff. Good to get outside, and we got to see people play Highland games like tossing the caber and stuff like that. And there'd be other activities like coconut shy, pillow fights, so on and so forth. There was one year when there was this big inflatable racetrack. Basically, it was this circular thing and a big arch going into the center. So there was children, including myself, getting helmets on. We were put on these buggies, and we just drive around. It was really fun. Good to know how the buggies work. My family's laughing and giggling already if they're watching this because they know it did not end very well. You see, I got the knack for racing. You see, I'm a champion at Mario Kart Wii. So, and Mario Kart in general. So, I managed to overtake the others again and again and again and again and again. I'll address that comment later. And again and again. Actually, I'll just read the comment now. I used to go to the Fergus Scottish Festival years ago. Loved the caper toss. Yeah, invigorating stuff, eh? So, I overtake again and again on the buggy. And I get gradually faster and faster and faster. I'm getting the knack of driving. It's like, yeah, I'm getting into this. But then there's one bit where I turn the corner and the plot thickens. The buggy tilted. At that point, I knew something was wrong. Something was dreadfully wrong. Now, if I had more common sense, the natural thing to do would be to slow down. But you see, I wasn't the brightest kid. Like, I was the kind of person who was obsessed with watching Tigger on that first Winnie the Pooh movie, which is a compilation of short films that Walt Disney made, and the rest of his team made, mind you. And yet, I didn't want to go see the Tigger movie because pure perfectionist, nitpicky me wanted Tigger on that format only. I was that dumb of a kid. So, being this dumb at such a young age, instead of slowing down, what happens next? Well, my family's perspective makes this even funnier because they're minding their own business, and then all they hear from a distance is, and then BAM! I crash right into the course, and you just see the entire thing just come collapsing down. They got me out of there. I was okay. It took them a while to inflate the thing back up again. That is a funny story that my family loves to recite every now and then. Huge, giant Scottish dudes in kilts doing long. What's not to love? Hey, what's not to love, mate? What's not to love? Man, I'm glad I got the time to tell that funny story on the live stream. Oh, man. What else is there worth talking about? I suppose I should finish off this island coup. If you ever visit Scotland, go out into the wilds when you can. I mean, do you like the Hitman games? Oh yeah, the Hitman games. I have actually played Hitman Blood Money in the past because people said that was the best one. Certainly has the most striking opening with like that's got to be one of the most striking title screens ever. It really sets the tone. That's a fun one to watch, and he's coming to Fortnite. Of course he is. Of course. I didn't really get into the Hitman series, honestly. I get the appeal, but I never really properly got into it, really. Oh, and that's my cue. I'll be right back. Oh wait, I think I've got a weave well. Right. I intend to One Punch Man, One Punch Man, and Godzilla and Baymax. They got Saitama in there. Oh, Saitama would dominate everyone in there with that face of his. Oh, I added you. Hey! Yay! The power of doing live streams about Scotland! Oh, I suppose whilst I'm here, let me recommend a few Scottish movies. I'd recommend Braveheart. Braveheart is not historically accurate, but it does celebrate the legend of William Wallace. I'd recommend Local Hero. It's really charming film about people trying to help out the local village. More of a slow-paced kind of film, but it's got a funny charm to it. There was Gregory's Girl. It's very charming, low-budget high school movie. It's kind of considered a cult classic. Other movies I recommend. I've yet to see Trainspotting, honestly. Stone of Destiny. It's got Charlie Cox. You'll recognize him as Daredevil. It's also got Pippin, Billy Boyd. I've seen Gregory's Girl. That's a great film. Yeah, Gregory's Girl. You just gotta love that one random character who's dressed up as a penguin. I liked historical films as a kid and teen, but then when I became a history minor, I hate inaccurate films. I think if a film emphasizes more of the legendary aspects of it, then you could pass it off as, oh, this is the legendary stuff. But, if it's something like The Woman King, yeah, that is a big middle finger to history. I understand. Haven't seen Local Hero yet, though. Seen the others, though. I still love historical films, but it's wrong that I hate it. Wrong that I hate it. I mean, it'll be wrong to hate it if you hated it for the right reasons. I mean, The Woman King exists, and that's a stupid movie. What other Scottish films are there? Let me type them up real quick. Scottish movies. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. At least ones that I've seen. Let's see. There was a Robert. Oh yeah, Chariots of Fire. Yeah, that's partly set in Scotland and England and other parts of the world, but mainly Last King of Scotland is a disturbing flick. I've yet to see that one. I'll need to give that a watch. Watch Chariots of Fire if you get the chance. Chariots of Fire is a really inspiring movie. There was this one time I watched this sort of Mad Max style film, but set in Scotland. Crazy film. Oh yeah, there was The Water Horse. That was a charming film. Gregory's Two Girls. Oh, they made a sequel to Gregory's Girl? Huh. Wow. Let's see. Oh yeah, Highlander. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? Ooh. There it is, Local Hero. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I think we got to see that there's a Scottish film in HMV. I'll need to give that a watch. Let's see. I'll send you the link to the list I'm looking at, just so you can educate yourself. It's been years since I saw it. Yeah, it's been years since I've seen it too. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Queen. Yeah, that was a film about Princess Anne's death, and now the Queen went to Scotland as a retreat for a wee while. That's right. Right. Oh, there's Robert the Bruce. Yeah. I want to see. The Robert the Bruce film isn't as good in quality as Braveheart, but I mean, I liked it for what it was. Just this reflective, slow-paced piece of this man played by Angus McFadden, who I've met, by the way, taking shelter, safe haven at a farm. Stardust? That film was made in Scotland? Huh, I didn't know that. Of course it was filmed. Oh, yeah. Yes, of course. Yes, actually, yes, I did know that. Stardust was filmed in Scotland because the Isle of Skye is quite a popular place to film some scenic shots. Let's see. Under the Skin. I've yet to see Under the Skin. I need to watch that at some point. There was something on my mind. Oh, The Wicker Man. The Wicker Man. Yes. That is a brilliant horror movie. No, not the Nicolas Cage version. The original version with Christopher Lee in it, in the role that he said was the one he was the most proud of. Yeah, The Wicker Man. I mean, there's something quite unnerving about the Wicker Man film for me personally. They really do get the feel of they partially get the feel of going to the sort of place like the Hebridean Islands. I'm familiar with family from the Hebridean Islands, so the daytime setting of the Wicker Man just hits that much more home to me. That's all I have time for today. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll with you. All right, so that's all I've got time for, but there we go. Happy St. Andrew's Day. I want to try to get to the UK next year and hope that I get to Scotland if I can. Inverness. I'll see you there, mate. All right. Is there anything else? I suppose I should wrap this up by seeing if there's any other recommendations for Scotland. World War Z, I've yet to see that one. You got it. Secret of the Loch. I actually have reviewed oh yeah, Sunshine on Leith. Yeah, Sunshine on Leith is basically the Scottish version of Mamma Mia in that it's the Proclaimers. And if you know the Proclaimers, you know there's one particular song from the Proclaimers that Scotland to this day keeps singing. I even passed by a pub earlier tonight and people are still singing that song. And I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Oh yeah, The Illusionist. That's an animated film set in where much of it is set in Edinburgh. That was an interesting film to watch. I even saw a museum exhibit in Dundee about that. Oddly enough, the director who made that, I was not fond of his other movie, Triplets at Belleville de Rendezvous. I did not like that movie, but I liked The Illusionist. Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, part of that was filmed in Scotland. I suppose, okay. There's hundreds of them. Okay, I'd be here all day, but basically, go see it for yourself, I guess. All right, great song, I love it. Yeah. All right, enjoy the Proclaimers, enjoy Scottish culture, and thank you all so much for watching. Hold on a minute. All right, nice chatting. We'll do this again. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Don't worry, it's not that dramatic, I hope. All right. See you, lads. Scott's Thinker signing out for now.